Hello everyone, Mopar Dad 84 here, and it's been a couple weeks or maybe a little more since I installed those coil packs. I would have did a video last week, but it was raining, and I want to basically run the car a little harder this time, talk about, do some 0 to 60 runs, talk about what I noticed, if any difference with having the Ripp Coil packs on the car over the course of a couple weeks. And as far as like just normal driving, I don't notice any difference. I don't believe, which I thought you would feel a little bit more pull. It's when you hit that 3,000 RPMs to 6,000 RPMs that it seems like it makes a difference. And so that's where the power band basically is in the car, and that's where you notice the power difference. And we'll see once I get to where I can do some pulls, what difference it made, if any, on my 0 to 60s. Kind of on some crappy roads right now, trying to get to where I need to be. Temperature is 70 degrees, so it's not really going to be any benefit. Won't be any cold air benefit really there. I notice a big difference when the temperature is 50 or under that, 50 or below, which it is a lot of the time up here in the north. Next month at night, I'd be, if I was running this time a month from now, it'd probably be 50. Better road here. We'll try to get in position. It takes right off, gets up to speed really quick. There's a cop. Is that a cop? No, that's not a cop. I was gonna say it's a cop right there, so I gotta watch it. Like, a lot of people will downplay the 6, and I understand why. They think, you know, you got a muscle car, you should get a V8, but the V6s today, they're pretty powerful. They just recently put gravel over top of this paved road and made it crap. So that kind of sucks. That's what we're on now. But yeah, the V6s today make over 300 horsepower. So I just turned the corner the other day and got on the car, and it burned the tires through the first 3 gears, and I had to let off because it just keeps spinning. But I think with the limited slip differential, there's some deer crossing up ahead of me. Yeah, I see that all the time. I try to avoid that. Will do some serious damage to my car. But yeah, 300 horsepower is a pretty good bit of power. V6s today, they're all over, you know, in the sports cars, they're over 300 horsepower. That's decent power. But yeah, with the limited slip differentials, I believe when you turn, it kicks one wheel in, so that's why it spun so bad. And so it's just melted that one tire clean. I mean, I was going like 40 mile an hour, it was still spinning because it didn't kick the other wheel in yet. If you're going in a straight line, it'll hook up and just go. But if you're turning with a limited slip, it wants to spin that one wheel, because if it would have kicked both wheels in, then you got more of a potential of spinning out of control, because it'll just spin around. It's got more of a chance of spinning the car around, versus if there's just one wheel spinning, it's not gonna do a donut basically as easily. So that's why I think they're designed that way. If you got, like, say, a locker or true posi traction, then it's just going to spin you around a ring when you take off. If you're turning and hit the gas hard, then it's likely to turn you around the ring. And I think that's why they have it that way with the limited slip. Like I said, in a straight line, both tires hook up, and if you're turning, it'll spin one. It was like that way with my Ram as well. Limited slip differential, 392 gears. If I was turning, it would spin one. If I was going in a straight line, it'd spin two. So I think that I was hoping it was going to be more daylight when I did this video, so I could see, so I could show you the black patch that I left on the road. It's pretty long. I was surprised how dark it was and how long it was. But again, I think it was just spinning one wheel. Because that's the way the limited slip likes to work. When you're turning, straight line, spin both. When you're turning, spin one. If I can, I'm gonna try to do a 0 to 60 here. Pop. It looks like somebody's coming. So as you see, my best still shows at the 6 flat. That's what I did right before I did the coil packs. 80-degree weather. I got a car coming at me, so I'm waiting for it to go by. So obviously we're going to try to beat that 6 flat. And again, it ran a 5 flat at best. That was my best time in the winter. Generally it was running in the 5-second range consistently in the winter time when you know, temperatures were 50 or below. It was running in the 5-second range. I'm going to stop here and see if we can get a little pull. Should put traction control off, sport mode on. Got a 6.4, that was terrible. Wasn't great. I'll do another pull or two. A lot of variables in it. Like, I get all different kinds of numbers. And there it seemed a little hesitant to want to take off when I hit the gas. So that was odd. But I haven't been really getting on the car. I've just been coasting around, so let's get to where I can do another pull here maybe. May have to cut the video to where it's not going to be too long until I get back in position where I can do another pull, because I got cars coming and I don't want it to be a cop, which I'm on a fast enough road, but still, and I shouldn't have a problem, but doing a 0 to 60 pulls, but don't want to take any chances. I got one coming at me and one coming behind me. I'll cut the video and I'll get in position. We'll do another pull. With I haven't been running the car, you know, but just leisurely. I haven't been running it hard lately. I'll try to get in position, do another pull, see if we can get any better. That was 2 pulls, both just a little above 6, but again, it's not cold like it was when I was running in the winter. That's when the cold air intake really does its magic. Right now, the cold air intake is just sucking in hot air. 70 degrees ain't that cold. And it's not really doing too much. So, I'll get in position again and try to do one more pull. Okay, we're in position, one more pull. sits, you know, I'm not very impressed with the part at all. Not very happy with the result. It's not any faster than it was before. As far as 0 to 60 goes, it's actually running a little slower, which is pretty mind-boggling. It should be faster, if anything. All I did was change the Ripp Coil packs, and I mean, I was running a 6 flat before changing the packs, and I can't even hit that now after changing the coil packs. And I'm running it the same way. I just turned traction control off because when you're pulling straight, it's hooking both tires up and it's just going. I'm not really spinning. I didn't notice any spinning at all in a straight line just now, trying to get back into position. But yeah, I'm not very impressed. I'm not very happy with the part at all. It's claimed, and they do a dyno, and it's claimed 12 horsepower, but you should feel it. And like I said, I don't feel it normal driving. I thought I felt a little bit more power once you get into the 3,000 to 6,000 range, but it's hard to tell. And as you can see, my best is 6 flat. That was before I did the coil packs. Right before I did the coil packs, I did that run. And the best I got was a 6.1. That last one was a 6.4. The one before it, what was it, a 6.4, I think, as well. So I'm not even running as quick as I was without putting the packs on. So that's pretty disheartening. I was looking forward to this mod more than the throttle body, and it turned out the throttle body made the biggest difference of any of the mods so far. Because I didn't notice much with the intake, I didn't notice much with the exhaust. The throttle body, I noticed immediately it made a big difference on the throttle response. But now with the coil packs, not very impressed. But again, I didn't change the plugs. I just stuck them packs down on the stock plugs. Maybe I should have changed the plugs. It's not that hard of a job. I might do that, pull that off and change the plugs. You know, the next mod I want to do is a tune. So the tune is the biggest mod to do unless you're thinking about doing a supercharger or turbocharger. You know, the tune is generally your biggest mod. Or, you know, there's other mods you can do, cams and stuff, but most people do intake, exhaust, tune. I did intake, exhaust, throttle body, coil packs, and then I'll be doing a tune. I'll probably change the plugs out, put some new plugs in it before the tune, because again, I'm not very impressed with with putting the coil packs on, and I'm actually slower than I was 0 to 60. Now it might be quicker in the quarter mile. I don't know. I have never run this in the quarter yet. I want to do that. I need to get to the track. Something that I did it with my Ram that I had before, my Hemi Ram. I ran in the track, and it would run about a 7 seconds 0 to 60, and it would run a 16 seconds in the quarter. And so this is running a 6 second right now. It was running in the 5s in the winter, so the winter makes a big difference with that cold air. 0 to 60, but I haven't run the quarter mile, so I don't know what it'll do. I know the stock rating is like 14.6 in the quarter, so it's quicker than my Hemi powered Ram that I used to have, but it's not as quick as I'd like it to be. I was expecting them packs, even with the, you know, the temperature being what it is. I was expected to put me back in the 5 second range. I was expecting mid 5s, but it didn't. Not only didn't help it any, it didn't even. It actually made it slower by what the 0 to 60 reader shows. Sounds nice, but it seems to be a little hesitant when I hit the throttle now, and so that's kind of odd. But I'll be doing more pulls with the car. It's going to be getting a little cooler. It's going to want to run a little better. It does need a tune for sure. That's the biggest mod. Another reason why I want the tune is because in stock form, the car will kick off at about right there, 120. But with a tune, 160. It's registered for 160, and it would do it with a tune. If you remove the governor, I believe it would do it. You know, maybe not, maybe some more mods, but I know with its stock, it is governed at around 120. So once you hit that mark, the car won't go no faster. That's the way it's set from the factory. But with the tune, we can get it all the way up to 160. Also, it'll give it more power, torque, possibly better fuel economy. The tune is definitely one you want to do. But that's going to be it for this video. Not very happy with the results, but what can you do? That was 3 runs. None of them broke 5 seconds. Like I would have thought it would have busted it into there easily if the mod gave me any more power at all. And it seemed like it lost a little bit somehow. It doesn't feel like it. Driving it feels the same, but going by the 0 to 60 meter didn't help it any. It hurt it, if anything. So that's pretty disheartening. But that'll be it for this video. Until next time, Mopar Dad 84 out.